Hello. My name is Daddy-O, and I lost my comfort status with Uber today. Let me tell you what's going on. If you're an Uber driver and you're driving a vehicle that has been listed as a comfort vehicle for the last however long, I got notified. I saw the message come in. I hadn't paid no attention to it. I opened it up today from Uber. Let me know that my vehicle that I'm currently driving, my rental vehicle, is no longer a comfort eligible vehicle. Let me tell you what, I've made a phone call, I've made some inquiries, and I'm going to tell you what's happened. So if you're new here and you're driving Uber and you're considering doing a rental, or you have a vehicle that is your personal vehicle that's listed as comfort with Uber, you may want to hang on. And let me tell you how I lost my status today, okay? So hang on to the end of the video. If you'd like, you can subscribe, ring the bell, that's a biggie. But you can buy Daddy-O a cup of coffee down in the bottom in the description. But here we go. Let me tell you what happened. The message comes along something like this from Uber today. As of January the 15th, which is today, our new requirements will go into effect. And vehicles that surpass our minimum age requirement, as well as selected models, will no longer be eligible for comfort. My vehicle, lists it here. Here's what you need to know. Your Hyundai Tucson fuel cell 2024, I'm driving a vehicle that's a 24, will remain eligible for comfort electric trips until January the 15th. Like I say, I got this a few days ago, hadn't read it. On January the 15th, your vehicle will no longer be eligible for Uber Comfort. All right, so I made a phone call. I called my people over at Davis. That's who I go through. They're absolutely fantastic over there. Told them what was going on. Also let them know that the vehicle I'm currently in is at 82,000 miles. Last time they had me get out of one just before it got to 90,000 miles, so I made them aware of that fact too. What the lady told me on the phone was that I could come over right now and she would switch me into the Mustang, the new electric Mustang SUV. I can't do an electric, and I've expressed that before on here. Electric will not work for me. In my area, there are 2 charging stations with a double charge. So there's 4 altogether, but it's a 2-station thing. They're always booked up. You can't get in there to charge your vehicle. Unless you have a way of charging your vehicle at home, electric will not work for me. And I let her know that I appreciate the offer of the brand new Mustang SUV, but I can't do that because of the electric. So what she did was she went and talked to my main guy there, Hamsey, if you're watching. I don't even know if he knows about this, but anyway, Hamsey, if you ever watch this, appreciate you, man. She went and talked to him. He let her know that next week they would be getting in some gas vehicles, and that he would give me a call and let me know when to bring this one over and swap out. They are aware of the fact that I let them know that I have to carry a lot of golf clubs. I live in a high-dollar community with high-end hotels, and it's very common for me to pull up somewhere and have 4 bags of golf clubs to load up. That's common here. I can't do just a car. Car rental won't work for me, and so I don't know. If it doesn't work out for me, Daddy-O might be through with Uber. I will not do a personal car. I've expressed that before. I will not do a personal car to do Uber in. Don't do it. It's crazy. It's obscene almost. So Daddy-O is now going to have to work out a way of finishing off the rest of this week through the weekend without a comfort vehicle. And comfort's a big deal where I live at. There's a lot of comfort requests. So for the next 7 days or so, Daddy-O's just going to be an Uber X. All right, let's go do it. But anyway, I'm not really worried about all that. Little comfort rides, I still get tips. I get tips. I've expressed that in videos before. I can make money. There's no... Yeah, I can get money. I can make money out of my rides. I've learned how to do this over the years. But yeah, I love that comfort status. Well, the fact that also I knew it was coming up, that I had to get another vehicle because the mileage on this one is just getting up there where they're going to want it back. And they did. when I let them know that I'm at that point. I'll probably have an oil change that will probably happen this week. They'll pop up on here that I'll need to do before I turn it back in. But this little Hyundai's been a good little vehicle. I prefer the RAV4 I had before this one. So I don't know what they're going to give me. I told them that I'll take an XL if they want to give it to me. So we'll see what happens on that. There are ways to do that. All right. I've never done the XL. I get questions about doing videos on the Uber Black and the Uber XL. I've never done the XL. I've never been, wait a minute, I take that back. I had a vehicle for a short period of time. I had an Infiniti SUV. Drove it for about 6 months doing Uber. Before I ever got the rental, in fact, it was the last vehicle I did that for a short period of time. I had it, and I was an XL for that. Forgot about that. But yeah, with XL, you can make more money. Anyway, so Daddy O is going to have to turn his vehicle in. If you're out there and you're doing a comfort vehicle, you may want to check your messages from Uber and see if your vehicle is still going to be eligible for comfort. Because apparently, as of today, January the 15th, 2026, the new requirements go into effect. So some vehicles are being taken off. If you've had an Uber Comfort that's apparently an older one, those will be taken off. And if it's not a certain model, it's going to be taken off. You're going to be taken off of the comfort list. So you won't be able to do comfort rides no more. So you may want to pay attention to that. And if that's happening to you and your vehicle is going to have that happen, that your personal vehicle is going to be taken off the list and you can't do comfort no more, you may really want to consider doing the Uber rental. Google search. If you can't find it, I had someone question me earlier on the comment that they're not an Uber driver. They can't use the app yet. How can they find out more about this? You can Google search. Listen to Google. Uber Marketplace. All right. Uber Marketplace will tell you more about the rental program and what you can do and what you can't. If you're not an Uber driver yet, just Google search Uber Marketplace. It'll come up for you and it'll show you what you need to know and what you need to do. But as of today, Daddy O, I'm not a comfort today. This is the first time I haven't been a comfort driver in a long, long time. So it's, a couple dollars per ride. So it's, for the comfort request. So I'm not going to cry over it. That's for sure. I'll make it up in the tips. Not really worried about the comfort status, but I just like having that, being able to, because when you go to get comfort, people, they're usually going to tip a little better. They'll tip you. They're used to, they're requesting a ride that's a little special. It's not the XL, it's not the black, but it's a little special. It's for comfort. So they send a vehicle that qualifies for comfort. I'm just driving for the next week a vehicle that no longer qualifies for comfort. So it's just a gray area in my mind. But like I said, go out and make the tips. I've explained that in so many videos before, but this was just happened. I was sitting here doing comments, comment. If you got questions, comment. I'll try to answer. I can't get to them all, but if I see one that's intriguing and I feel like it needs an answer, I'm going to answer it for you, or I'm going to do a video on it. But I was sitting here doing comments, and all of a sudden I saw those messages had come in. I was going through my tips from yesterday. I was sending people with thank you, and all of a sudden I saw this one message that had come in, and showing that this had happened. I'm no longer a comfort vehicle for the next week, and then I'll get something else. And when I do, I'm going to let you know. And also, Daddy O is getting a video camera. I have a video company, Van True, if you want to know the company's name. I haven't mentioned it before, but Van True has offered me a camera for the vehicle. And so this might be good timing to get the new vehicle and be able to know that I'm going to have that vehicle for till it gets to 90,000 miles or thereabouts. I'm going to have a vehicle that qualifies for comfort. He's going to put me in something and can carry enough golf clubs. And so I'm going to get the camera and I'm going to have it installed or put in. I'm going to do the unboxing for you and everything right there. And we'll see what they're going to send me. I've done the reviews on it. I've looked at other reviews of the system, and I really like it. I think it's going to help me a lot, not only with my safety and security with what goes on in my vehicle and around my vehicle, but it's going to help me also be able to show you some of the stuff that happens in a vehicle that can be quite comical sometimes. Could be fun. Anyway, Daddy-O's out. I am no longer a comfort driver as of today. So anyway, thumbs up, ring the bell, subscribe, Daddy-O cup of coffee, whatever you feel like doing today. Anyway, you guys have a good afternoon, good evening. Daddy-O's out. I'm no longer a comfort, but I'm out.